Well, here we are joined with Brett after a thoroughly frustrating and disappointing afternoon. I can't say we didn't put everything into it, but just lost out in the dying seconds.
Yeah, I think it's always hard losing in 97th minute, especially when you feel like I'm really proud of the performance. You know, they put a real shift in today against Hucknall, a good side, and they used the ball really well, and they ask you questions. And I thought, although we allowed them to have a lot of the football, we felt we were we were dangerous on the counter, and we felt like we were creating as many opportunities as they were. So that does hurt. Like I said, they're a good side, and I think we really pushed them. You can see, I know it's the 97th minute, they celebrated like they won the league, and I get that because it's a tight game, and we probably would have felt the same. I was surprised maybe the referee didn't go and join their celebrations because he didn't give us a thing all day, but that's one of them things. So fair play to them, because, like I said, they did use the football, and when the goal came, we maybe just didn't get out quick enough, maybe because the tired legs can put so much in. So I don't concentrate too much. They, like I said, they're a good side. Um, but from our point of view, we've got a young group of players. I keep saying it. The last game against Kimberley, I saw the group give up when it got tough, and that really frustrated me. You see today, coming away from home, that they don't stop. They keep working. It's obvious right now across the whole adult squad, we haven't got one. We've got one fit centre forward, and that's a problem. We come here today without one. Harvey did a great job up there, but that's not his position, and so you know that he's learning that role. You know he's going to give you everything, but he's an attacking midfielder. That's where he should play. So that's on our job. We're working really hard, but it's very difficult to get players in, particularly centre forwards, because I think everyone wants one. There's not enough around, so it's difficult. It's a challenge for us. Lockie getting injured has hurt us. We set up slightly differently. We asked them to do things slightly differently, and they were brilliant at it. I can't question the work rate and the effort. There was times, maybe last year, that I thought we didn't probably work quite hard enough. Right now, I can't question that. They put a shift in. Some of the quality on the ball does let us down, and we get a bit panicked, and we don't keep it as well as we can. But at 1-0 at half time, we asked them to come out and do things a little bit different, be a little bit braver. And I thought for 20 minutes we were really good, and we got to 1-0, and maybe thought about just trying to see it through rather than maybe try and get that next goal. But it just ticked into the 97th minute, and they score. So that does really hurt, because if we're sitting in there with a dressing room of players that are devastated, if we'd have come away 1-1 with the squad we had today, we'd have been delighted. So thoroughly frustrating right now, but I think as I look back and assess it, I'll be really proud of them.
Yeah, I'd say it's a game of small margins. I think the positive thing was we created numerous opportunities and put several over the bar, and it's just being clinical in those moments. And as I say, they're a young side, and they'll grow and learn from that. But we've got time and a couple of days, and we're back in it. Hucknall Town away, to have a go at putting it right. And I think they've been in some sort of goal scoring thriller today. Last I saw, it was 4-4 at home to Kimberley. So
Yeah, well, you're sometimes pleased there's another game come round. The extra day probably helps us a little bit because we put a lot into today. Uh, like I said, the last two league games we've lost 3-0 and now lost 2-1. We can't get into a run of defeat. So though Kimberley are a very good side who we played last week, although we let ourselves down today, these were a good side, particularly when we're away from home. Newark, another very good side. So the fixtures are tough, but then that's this league. So we have to take the frustration and having to listen to the celebrations and all that. That should hurt us.